Stop taking magnesium until you watch this. The pill in your cabinet right now is probably doing almost nothing. Not because magnesium doesn't work, because 80% of people are taking the wrong form of it. There are 7 distinct forms of magnesium sold in pharmacies and supplement stores. They have similar names on the label. They have completely different jobs inside your body. One form has a 4% absorption rate. Another crosses the blood-brain barrier and repairs neural connections while you sleep. One targets muscle cramps and nothing else. Another was specifically studied for heart rhythm in adults over 50. The industry sells all 7 with nearly identical packaging, because confusion is more profitable than clarity. If you knew which form to buy, you would spend less and get more, and that math does not work in their favor. This is the complete breakdown of every form of magnesium, what each one does, what each one cannot do, and which one you should actually be taking after 50. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. If this knowledge matters to you, subscribe and ring the bell. This is where we open what the supplement industry keeps locked. Now let's go through every form one by one. Before we do, a number you need to know, 57% of Americans are clinically deficient in magnesium right now. Not borderline. Clinically deficient according to standard serum testing, and serum testing actually understates the problem. Only 1% of the body's magnesium lives in the blood. The rest is stored in bones, muscles, and organs. A blood test can show normal while your tissues are severely depleted. This means the true deficiency rate is likely far higher than 57%. Magnesium is a cofactor in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body. It regulates nerve signaling, muscle contraction, blood pressure, and blood sugar metabolism. Without adequate magnesium, none of those systems run at full capacity. Every form of magnesium supplement delivers the same mineral. What changes is the molecule it is bonded to for delivery. That bonding molecule determines where in the body the magnesium ends up, how much of it actually absorbs, and what side effects, if any, it produces. Before we go further, I compiled the complete breakdown of all 7 forms in one guide. The Forbidden Camping Vault includes dosing tables, timing charts, and the combinations that doctors actually use for specific conditions after 50. The link is in the description. But stay here. We're just getting started. Form number 1 is magnesium oxide. This is the most common form on pharmacy shelves in the United States. It is also the least bioavailable form that exists. Absorption rate, 4%. That means if you take a 500 milligram tablet of magnesium oxide, your body absorbs approximately 20 milligrams of actual magnesium. The remaining 480 milligrams goes through your digestive tract unchanged. This is not speculation. It was confirmed in a comparative study published in Magnesium Research, where oxide was directly tested against 5 other forms under identical conditions. Oxide lost every single comparison. The only documented benefit of magnesium oxide is as a laxative. It draws water into the intestine, which stimulates bowel movement. If that is what you need, it works. If you are taking it for sleep, anxiety, muscle recovery, or heart health, it is not working. Form number 2 is magnesium citrate. This is a significant step up from oxide. Absorption rate sits between 16 and 25%, depending on the individual. Magnesium citrate is well studied for constipation relief and general supplementation. It is the form most gastroenterologists recommend before colonoscopy procedures. For general magnesium replenishment in healthy adults under 50, citrate is reasonable. After 50, the absorption rate becomes a limiting factor. As digestive efficiency declines with age, citrate's bioavailability drops further. It remains a solid entry-level option, but not the optimal choice for older adults. Form number 3 is magnesium glycinate. This is where the science separates clearly from the marketing. Magnesium glycinate bonds the mineral to glycine, an amino acid with its own calming properties. Absorption rate, up to 90%. That gap between 4% and 90% is not a rounding difference. It is the difference between a supplement that works and one that does not. Glycinate bypasses the competitive absorption pathway in the intestine. It uses a separate amino acid transport channel that is not blocked by calcium or iron. This means you absorb nearly all of what you take regardless of what else you have eaten. A randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that glycinate form produced significantly higher serum and tissue magnesium levels than citrate or oxide in adults over 55 after 8 weeks of supplementation. 8 weeks of oxide produced measurable change in 0% of tissue markers tested. 8 weeks of glycinate produced measurable change in every tissue marker tested. That is the form you should know before you buy anything else. Stay with me, because form number 4 is the one neurologists are quietly recommending. And it does something no other form of magnesium can do. If you have made it this far, you already know more about magnesium than most physicians. Subscribe and share this with someone still buying the wrong form. The complete dosing guide for all 7 forms is in the vault. Link in the description. Now stay with me. The 4 remaining forms are where it gets interesting. Form number 4 is magnesium L-threonate. This is the only form of magnesium clinically proven to cross the blood-brain barrier. Every other form raises magnesium levels in muscles, blood, and organs. L-threonate raises magnesium levels inside the brain itself. That distinction is the entire reason it exists. It was developed specifically at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Researchers there were looking for a form that could improve synaptic density in aging brains. Synaptic density is the number of active connections between neurons. It declines with age and declines faster in people who develop dementia. A study published in Neuron in 2010 found that L-threonate increased synaptic density in aging rat brains by over 80%. The human trials followed and confirmed cognitive improvements in adults over 50. A clinical trial at the University of California found that adults over 50 who supplemented with L-threonate for 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in short-term memory, executive function, and processing speed. The control group showed no change. L-threonate is the most expensive form of magnesium on the market. It is also the only one with direct evidence for brain health after 50. If your primary concern is cognitive function and Alzheimer's prevention, this is the form your neurologist should be discussing with you. Form number 5 is magnesium malate. Malate bonds magnesium to malic acid, a compound found naturally in apples. Malic acid plays a direct role in the Krebs cycle, the process cells use to produce energy. This makes magnesium malate uniquely effective for people dealing with chronic fatigue. A study in the Journal of Rheumatology found significant reductions in pain and fatigue in fibromyalgia patients who took magnesium malate for 8 weeks. For adults over 50 dealing with persistent tiredness that sleep does not resolve, malate is the specific form to consider. It also has one of the gentler profiles on the digestive system among all 7 forms. Form number 6 is magnesium taurate. Taurate bonds magnesium to taurine, an amino acid with established cardiovascular effects. This combination is the most studied form for heart rhythm and blood pressure management. Taurine independently supports healthy heart muscle contraction. Magnesium independently regulates electrical signaling in the cardiac muscle. Together, they produce a compounding effect on cardiovascular stability. A study published in the journal Hypertension Research found that magnesium taurate reduced blood pressure measurements more significantly than magnesium alone in adults with mild to moderate hypertension over 16 weeks. If you are over 50 with any history of irregular heartbeat, high blood pressure, or family history of cardiac events, taurate is the specific form to ask about. Form number 7 is magnesium threonate, sometimes called magnesium glycerophosphate. This form is primarily used in intravenous clinical settings. It is not widely available in standard supplement form. It appears on some labels to add length to the ingredient list. If you see it in a consumer supplement, it is largely irrelevant to your daily protocol. Now here's how the industry uses your confusion to extract maximum revenue. A supplement company can legally sell magnesium oxide labeled as a premium magnesium complex. They can charge the same price as glycinate or L-threonate. The word magnesium on the front label is all that is required. The form is disclosed on the back in small text inside a dense supplement facts panel. Most consumers never read that panel. They read the front, they see magnesium, they buy it. This is not illegal, it is not an accident. It is the business model. The global magnesium supplement market hit $4.2 billion in 2023. A market that size depends on repeat purchases. Oxide drives repeat purchases because it produces minimal results. People keep buying because they assume the dose is wrong, not the form. That cycle generates more revenue than selling the right form at the right dose would. This is what should make you angry. Not that the information is hidden, it is publicly available in pharmacology journals. It is hidden in plain sight behind packaging designed to look identical. Here is the practical protocol based on the evidence. If your primary need is sleep quality and anxiety reduction, take magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams 30 minutes before bed. If your primary need is cognitive function and brain health after 50, add L-threonate. 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams in the morning is the studied dose range. If your primary need is energy and chronic fatigue, take magnesium malate, 300 to 400 milligrams with breakfast. If your primary need is heart rhythm and blood pressure, take magnesium taurate, 200 to 400 milligrams with dinner. Do not combine all 4 at once without medical guidance. Start with the form that matches your primary concern and assess after 30 days. A 62-year-old man from Arizona switched forms and posted what happened next. He had been taking magnesium for 3 years for sleep. It had never worked. Within 2 weeks of switching to glycinate at 300 milligrams before bed, he reported falling asleep faster and staying asleep through the night. He said he had wasted 3 years and roughly $400 on the wrong molecule. His experience reflects what the absorption data predicts exactly. This knowledge is not locked behind a medical license. It is sitting in open access journals that the supplement industry is counting on you to never read. The form matters more than the dose. The label matters more than the brand. And knowing the difference is the only thing standing between a supplement that works and one that has been quietly failing you for years. If this vault opens something for you, subscribe and share it. Every share is someone who stops wasting money on the wrong molecule. The next vault opens soon, and what's inside hits even harder.